Hey guys, it is Ben, aka the Fusebox, once again doing Fusebox Engaged. And today I have got an awesome guest coming on the panel to tell us about his book, which looks so freaking badass that it makes me jealous as hell. What is up, Ronin? So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna bring on the great Sean. I can't pronounce your last name, buddy. You're going to have to help me with that one.
It's okay. Not even most of my family members can't. They all got like weird, like different New York accents. So it's just Ahrendt. Like some sound like Ahrendt or Ahrendt. It depends if they're from like Long Island or Queens or the Bronx.
Nobody can
just
pronounce mine either. Like
Okay.
my last name is Fuselier. Most people call me Fuseler
Okay.
or Fusslier.
Right.
So yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. That's just what comes from being unique, you know.
Yeah. I'll spread that rumor.
So how you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on. It's Friday or Friday, as the youngins like to say. So I can't complain.
Hell yeah. Yes indeed. I'm having kind of a sleepy Friday cuz I was off work today, so
Okay.
every time I'm off work, I'm kind of a zombie. So
Mhm. Well, it's raining out by me. I'm in Jersey, so it's got those like dumbed down vibes where it's like I could use a nap. Maybe because I'm in my 40s, like I could just use a nap in general. But
I'm
nah.
getting there. I'm 35, so
Oh, you'll get there in a couple more years, and you'll be like, wow, it's this time. I should take a nap. And you're like, oh.
that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I've been on stream with you before,
Yeah.
but I feel like I haven't really gotten to know you. So I wanted to know, a bit more about you.
Okay.
So let's see, like, I know you're from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're an awesome comic book creator.
I appreciate that.
So, like, how did you get started?
Oh, dude, my dad was a comic book like OG from the Bronx in the 60s. Like when Marvel was kind of starting out, was his age and era. So like it's comics and sci-fi and cool music that was always around me. So I knew before Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. I knew with great power comes great responsibility, and just kind of cycled down from there. And from the cartoons in the 80s and 90s, like I was born in 81. So like Transformers, G.I. Joe, like all that shit was around me. And with like the Marvel cartoons and comics, just it's kind of before I could tie my sneakers, I could look at and like read the comic book. So it was part of my life.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was more of a casual comic fan growing up. I was more like, like I looked at a few comics here and there, and then I really started getting into the superheroes when the movies started coming out.
Okay.
So, I'm a casual off to the side fan. But like I know like when I was in my early 20s, I was working at a grocery store and a buddy of mine, he brought Marvel and DC comics all the time, and so he ended up making me read them. So that's how I ended up really getting into it.
The important thing is you're here. That's all that matters.
Well,
Creating.
I hope so.
Mhm.
What is up, Bionic Bra? Tail End Studios.
Oh yeah.
Always
Oh,
good
brother.
to see you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So, what was your favorite comic growing up?
I started out collecting like my dad would get me like Transformers and G.I. Joe and Spider-Man. I love Green Lantern,
Ooh.
but I think I was more prone to artists. It's like Art Adams just kind of stood out because of all like the annuals he was doing at the time and long shot. Like his art was cartoony, but really detailed. That it kind of looked different than what was coming out monthly on the stands. Granted, I was like 4 or 5, but that's what picked like picked a light bulb in my head. Where I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I want to try to do this. or to the best of my abilities.
Nice. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Like I can't describe the art style that draws me in, but like it's kind of like the Batman Hush book.
Oh,
The
preach it. Yeah.
the art from that book really sold me.
Yeah. Jim Lee, one of the goats.
I've been harassing him trying to get him to do work for me and he won't respond.
Nice. I hope that happens eventually.
So yeah, so I guess what kind of stories draw you in? Like just in general, not even just comics, but like movies or games. Like what kind of stories really get you pumped?
I guess the bizarre, the out of this world, the action. It's got to be action. A little bit of humor, but it's just got to be cool, fun action. With heart. I'm not that smart of a dude, so like when people are trying to bring up Shakespeare, I'm like, not my cup of tea. I gotta dip out on that one. So
It's the tights.
yeah, it's the tights. It's definitely the tights. I don't know Spielberg. Spielberg, Lucas, mostly Spielberg. 'Cause
Oh
he's
yeah.
got that innocence of a child, or the mind of a child, that is just kind of like simplistic but grand on many aspects.
Oh, I can definitely feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Roquefort on Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Yeah, Roquefort's a gangsta of an artist.
Well, the Outlaws, he stole that from me. So
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get in touch with some lawyers that I've known since I was a kid and see if we can help you out on that one.
that's how I felt about when I saw the Star Wars Outlaws. That game came out right around the
Yeah.
time of Outlaw Nights.
Yeah.
I know exactly what they were doing.
Right. They were following you on social media. And like, that's a great idea.
Yep. And they knew because I'm poor and I'm just starting out. They knew they could take advantage.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as bad as Big Pharma.
Exactly. Frickin' Disney.
Right?
And they couldn't even do an outlaw pirate story in space right.
Yeah. Screwed that one up.
Were you big into Star Wars?
Oh yeah, it's in my I love Star Wars. Like one of the first movies my dad took me and my sister to was Jedi, and then we snuck into Temple of Doom, because I guess it was still in the theaters or somehow sequentially, and so we snuck in to see that. I remember that experience so vividly. But yeah, I love Star Wars, and I tried to do my best with Disney, but
Yeah. I gave up after Last Jedi. I noticed, I think a lot of folks were kind of like, "Oh yeah, well, Mandalorian, it's getting good. It's getting good." I'm like, I'm not watching anything else Disney Star Wars after that because they killed the heart of the story.
Yeah, they did, literally.
Yes.
We didn't even get a cool shot of the original crew together, like missed opportunity.
Oh God, yeah. It's been how many years now since that movie came out, and it's still a fresh wound in so many ways.
I enjoyed The Force Awakens. It was a cool, roller coaster ride, member berries, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but because of what happened afterwards, it was just missed opportunity after missed opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't mind The Force Awakens. I didn't think it was fantastic, but I didn't hate it. I thought okay, I can kind of do this. And the big thing was it was all hinging on however the next movie was going to go.
Yeah.
Because it was really just setting all that up. And yeah, that fell flat. So
I did like Rogue One. I do enjoy Rogue One a lot. At first, I'm like, I don't need stormtroopers in the sand. Yes, I do. That was pretty fucking cool.
I mainly liked it just for that Darth Vader scene. That was
Yo,
the only
yeah,
part that I really remember.
yeah. I think everybody was down for that, and like that was held so close to the chest. Like that's probably the best secret they've ever held on to.
Yeah. And I think that was kind of like a last minute addition.
I believe so. I highly believe so. Yeah, brother. Yeah.
That's
See,
how it
me and
always
him talk about
goes.
that. Yeah, yeah. Like, did you see this shit? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, you know, I was talking on a stream just last night about how I find like it's kind of weird, but like I think I'm drawn more to the beginning parts of stories than I am towards like the middle or end.
Mm-hmm.
Like in TV shows, I usually love like the first 3 seasons, and then there's kind of a drop off. And I'm wondering if there's something to that.
Yeah. Once they introduce a new kid, they're like, ah.
So let's see. Are you into video games at all?
I'm not a gamer. I did buy a PlayStation 3 because of a Joe Mad's Darksiders. And I only got PlayStation because it's a Blu-ray player too. I'm like, sign me up. But I watch my nephew play games, so I guess I'm a gamer kind of on the outskirts. Like I watch him do whatever he's into, which is mostly shoot 'em up type of shit. But
yeah,
I'm just so lazy. Like, and this is how lazy I am. Just to push on the button on is a big obstacle to me. I'm like, I'd rather watch like Mummies Alive or cartoons like Tekken Man Blade.
Okay,
that's my jams.
I remember Mummies Alive.
Yeah.
Very vaguely though.
Mm-hmm.
But I was alive then.
There you go. So were they.
But yeah, you know, I love video games mainly because but I'm one of those guys who's into video game stories more than anything.
Okay.
It's kind of like I think a lot of my friends, particularly my best friend, he's the opposite. He's just like, oh no, I only want to be able to kill some cool shit and all that. I'm like, I need a reason why I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I need motivation.
Yeah. I've had the pleasure to meet some of the guys from the and becomes buddies with the original Mortal Kombat cast.
Oh,
and I'm like, you know how many times you guys kicked my ass as a kid? And they just smile.
So you got to meet Liu Kang?
No, the Piscinas and Anthony, who was Kung Lao.
Oh,
yeah. So they were a lot of fun. We got to meet through the Ocean City Comic Con like these past 2 years. Like just go out to dinner, have some drinks, and just bond. Just like it's cool. Like when like your idols can become your buddies, and like it goes past to remember when you did this, and it's like, man, my hip has been killing me, and they're like, yeah, I gotta go for surgery for this, and you just talk about like the medications you're on. You're like, what world do I live in?
that makes you. But see, that's a good thing. That makes you feel better about your situation.
Yeah, exactly. But they can still beat the crap out of the best of them, and I'm just like, check, please. You know? But it's I feel very blessed. It's a cool journey.
Oh God, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you've been working in comics for how many years now?
I've been on and off, just doing mostly convention scenes, and then trying to do startups. But mostly the thing I stick in with is Type 1, just trying to get that out there. It's been some cool doors open for myself. It's a long journey, but you know, it's slow, but it's pretty steady. Pretty blessed. Oh
God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from everything I've seen from that campaign, like the artwork is phenomenal.
Thank you. I'm lucky to have some great friends like Joey, Ronin Joe Sontag did an awesome variant cover for me. Chris Graves of Bride and Pain did a dope variant. My buddy Phil McNulty did a dope variant. So I'm very lucky to have the guys in my corner. What I do.
Oh God, yeah. Let me
and it just
see.
aspires to make you better.
Now.
Yeah, it just inspires you to want to be better and up your game.
I wouldn't know. I'm a writer, you know.
Oh,
But
don't sell yourself so short.
I don't have the awesome talent.
It's just circles and lines.
So yeah, I have brought up your campaign, which is killing it right now.
Thank you. Yeah, we're between this and Fund My Comic, we're like $45 away from 10K, which I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing that. That's great. I'm so thankful for the backers and everybody that follows both Joey and I on and stuff. It's been a great ride.
Oh God, yeah. And I mean, you know, you mind if I play the trailer?
Yeah, please do.
All right. Nice.
The video was created by the one and only Mark Polton. So shout out to him. He's my editor and best friend. One of my best friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a bum.
I come up with the dumbest shit and it just sticks. I gotta say, like, I don't even think like when things are happening, and it just kind of goes. So I'm with it.
I went with there can only be one.
I like that. I'm gonna use that for volume 2 or issue 2.
So I guess, yeah, give us a little bit of rundown. What's the story about without, you know, getting into spoilers?
Sure. It's essentially my character Thomas DeHart. He finds this magical armor, if you will, while on kind of a research trip down in Mexico in one of the temples with him and his boss. They go down a secret passage, and his boss goes for what he thinks is something drawing near him, but the armor chooses Tommy instead, and we're gonna go down a lot of Mayan and Aztec lore. Like if you like ancient aliens and you like cartoons from the 80s and 90s and comic books, this book's down your alley. We got Thoth, who created these armors as safeguards for false gods and beyond. The Anunnaki, the 9 Lords of the Night, who we're going to be dealing with for the first few issues, who play a big role in this book. Once I brought them on, like, people were instantly excited and kind of wanted to know more about them. And like the cool thing about them is like not many people like had heard of them. There's not much to go on, so like I was able to go crazy and create this fiction about them and make them my own characters and make them as big and badass as I wanted. So I kind of Mortal Kombated it. Like with the Aztecs, there are 9 deities, and with the Mayans, they're like, it's the 9 underworld. 9 levels of the underworld. It's not hell. They just believe that's where we're from. So I put those 2 together, and again, Mortal Kombated them. And So
I freaking love that. Like,
thanks.
Mythology is so awesome and vast. Like, I think, you know, I was always big into Greek and Norse, but there's a lot more ancient mythologies that we really haven't messed with too much in pop culture. So I mean, the more of that, the better.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like my grandmother was from Mexico, so like I've had heirlooms growing up, and like I love the Mayan or Aztec calendar, and it's just like just picking cool shit, you know, like just kind of going from there. Like I love Egypt,
Oh
and
yeah.
like everything's associated one way or another. Like we're gonna deal with Atlantis. We'll get there hopefully, but but it's how everything is kind of similar and works together. It's so bizarre, and it's like, is it, if it's true, cool. If it's not, cool. Like I'm just able to take these elements and make this fantastical world within my own comic book. So
Oh God, yeah. And I mean, yeah, it sounds like you're blending at least two different types of mythologies.
yeah, yeah.
That is awesome.
Thank you. Hopefully more if the books go good. This is
So,
the business.
so Zeus is going to show up,
Maybe.
or is Odin going to show up?
Maybe like further down the line, like I like like we're gonna see Noah's Ark, or my version of it is in
Oh
there.
wow.
Like that's an issue too for certain.
So yeah, we got, and I mean you'll have to battle Marvel for the rights to Odin and Thor and all them, but
I'll just call him Thor. Like just make it like the Jersey accent. So
And I'm seeing here you've got a mention of taking care of his nephew who's a type 1 diabetic.
well he's taking care of his nephew, but Thomas is look, I turned myself into a superhero as a kid, like, and it's so selfish because I saw this episode of this show Mario Lopez did. It's kind of choose your own adventure, like back in '93 or '4, and this kid got flown out to California to meet Rob Liefeld and go to Extreme Studios. And I'm like, oh my god, I would love to meet Rob and have him draw Bad Rock with his like my character. And then, circumstances happened a few years later. I got sick and became a diabetic. So I am such a piece of shit. But I wrote a letter to Make-A-Wish and I gave it to my doctor. And he's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "It's my wish." And he's like, "Your what?" I'm like, "It's my wish." And he's like, that's not how this goes. I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm Sean Ahrendt. It's all right there. Like, I want to meet Rob Liefeld and go to California." I was 14, so you gotta forgive me. But but life works out, and I got to be friends with Rob like 10 years later. But I didn't even know. I just thought if you had an illness, like it was like Culture Club, like that's how these things happen. But nah.
Well,
but I created Strees like when I was 11. Got to meet Dave Cockrum at a local convention at my in my town in like North Jersey, and I'm like, "Here's Strees." It should have been Straith, but I'm dyslexic and I can't spell or read. He was the coolest. Dave Cockrum, that was like meeting Santa Claus. Like he was just cool. He's like, "Oh, I love this." I'm like, "All right." So I kind of stuck with it.
Well, you see, I identify with that because I am also a type 1 diabetic.
Oh, cool. All right, nice. Yeah, 30 years in December for me.
Yeah, I think I was diagnosed when I was 7, so
okay. Oh, dude.
About 35, so
take the shot, like.
Well, for me, it's that I always like to, I had this really dumb joke. I was telling, like, I tricked there was this girl I was working with who, she didn't know anything about diabetes, and she was asking me, and I just I started describing Saiyans from Dragon Ball.
Dude.
Where I was basically, we're born with monkey tails, and it's like whenever there's a full moon, we turn into giant apes, so we have to get our tails removed,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man.
She almost bought it for a second.
Like the worst thing is, as a kid, like they think you got AIDS. I'm like, that's not how it is. Like, you're not gonna catch it. Just kiss me, darling. Like. So.
Oh, the worst was the kids who were just like, so like, if I give you this candy bar, will you like die? I got that one.
Oh yeah. Can you eat this? I'm like, let me check my sugar and then I'll get back to you. But I'll put it in my pocket for later, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop dead if I eat this little bit.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, did you get diabetes because you eat all the sugar?" I'm like, dude, do I look like I'm like 600 pounds? Like, no. It's a fluke.
There was actually some guy on Twitter who was trolling me one time, and he literally, when he heard I was diabetic, he's like, "Oh, you're so fat, you can't, whatever." And I went, "Type 1, dumbass," and he blocked me.
It's like, geez Louise. Like I look like a pencil. Like like I could keep up with people at a buffet. Don't get me wrong, but do I I shouldn't be making fun of people, which I do, which is horrible. I'm working on me.
We all make fun of people. It's the internet, you know.
Yeah, that's true. We're in the perfect place.
So this is to swing back to the comic. This is issue 1 of how many?
As many as can be. Like, I've got it planned out for at least, a good 20 to 25. It's possibility. Like, the cool thing about being a creator, whether you're the artist or writer, like, it's endless. You just think of cool shit and just kind of go there. And I got a good building map of where it can go. But if it doesn't succeed, if I got other stories down the line, like I got a dyslexic. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But you know what? This is personal because I made it when I was a kid and kind of threw in all these different elements, just so happenstance. So it kind of worked out.
Amen. Those are the best kinds.
Yeah, I got to go to. I was a guest at JDRF Illinois, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, last February. Flew out there, gave a talk to some kids on, like follow your dreams, taught them how to draw my character, and it was cool. I got some kids addicted to want to be illustrators. Their parents weren't happy because I told them how much it was expensive. The tools. But it's cool. It gave them some stuff, and I kept up with some parents because I'm like, if you have any questions, have your parents reach out to me because there's weirdos out there. But no, like some kids are still drawing, still into it, and it's like, man, that's something I never expected. Like it's like I like to draw because of my heroes, and I'm not saying I'm their hero, but like it was a really cool feel. It made me feel good, because I know I'm going to hell. Like there's gonna be a cool little thing where I can be like, but I did this, So.
You're paying it forward. That counts for something.
Yeah, it was a nice sensation. That's the first one was my cover. This is Joe's cover, colored by Dan Kemp. Dan Kemp worked on Spawn, Spider-Man. He's he's one of the pioneers of digital coloring back in the day. So and he's become a good bud. Like, it's cool. Like Joe's the best. Like he's awesome. This is going to be kind of like what we're going to see down the line, like a future of what may come. Guyver is a huge inspiration to me and to Joe himself. So kind of going down that rabbit hole.
See, I was thinking with all those wings, is that kind of like the Seraphim?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no.
Good answer.
But if you like anime cartoons, like toys, like that's why I created Streets as a kid. Like different toys. Like every book he'll have a different aesthetic visually, one way or another. Just because as an illustrator, we do get bored drawing the same shit over and over again. So it gives us a justifiable excuse to make new toys.
Nice.
But he penciled that, and then Marlo Alquiza inked it, and Dan colored it. And like, I've been blessed to have so many guys from Extreme Studios work on the book one way or another, where it'd be inking a certain thing, coloring a certain thing, doing a cover, a pinup, whatever. It's been really cool.
Oh God, yes. I mean, whew.
Okay, so this is a placeholder for Joe. Joe was working on Reaper Destroyer, which is he's in fulfillment now. It's probably one of the best books out there on the stands. So we put a put a cover, put this up to as like a waiting. But like everybody's like, "Are you gonna do a photo cover of Joe's face?" I'm like, "Why would I do that?" But then like my family's like, "I would buy that." I'm like, "You don't even know the guy." But so many people from like art and stuff like want the gag, so I'm gonna be making a Joe photo cover. So in two weeks we're gonna do a Saturday show where we update the campaign. We're gonna do more for the Ultimate One tier, more for the donate tier. We're gonna just add on shit, and then this is gonna be one of the covers people can get is the Joe Sontag cover, which I'm gonna make a T-shirt. Like I got it.
I mean, Joe does look like he could be a comic character. Like he could be a superhero.
He's a superhero to me, but you know, it's that I think I'm gonna put like I was once in the band because Joe was once in the band. An awesome band, Mine Enemies Fall. He's got a YouTube page out on there. Great hard rock metal.
I mean, you know, he's got an epic beard.
He does.
I'm envious.
Yeah, I gotta draw mine on because mine's gray. Like I don't even dye it, but like I should use Copic markers.
I can't talk. I'm blonde, so I have a ginger beard. You know?
Oh, okay, yeah. I it like a dark brown, but now like the past 2 years, it's just been like kind of graying out, and it kind of looks cool, but like it just looks like this, which is so sad. It's my guy.
So I'm gonna, you know, Joe, if you want to get into acting, I'd like you to play a character from Outlaw Nights because you've got the beard for it. So
he's got the voice. He's definitely got the voice.
There we go. The cards are lining up.
Yeah. This one's done by Phil McNulty, colored by Dan Kemp. Phil's worked with William Shatner, Kevin Smith. He's done posters for Kevin Smith for Smogcast or whatever it was called.
Oh Lord, you know everybody.
I just got talented friends, you know, like Phil can siphon like who he's into. So he's like, I just want to go Jim Lee. I'm like, you go Jim Lee as much as you want in this month, and he just knocked it out.
Oh God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And then we got the Chris Graves, Ryden Payne, Strees team up. Chris is just another one of just so talented, a great guy as well, but just talented. Again, I'm lucky to have really cool friends, and to have like the combination of him and Mark's characters just means the world to me.
So these two aren't in the book?
No. Mark Polton and Chris Graves had the book Ryden Payne.
Okay.
Check it out. Like volume 2 is in demand. I believe Mark still has copies of volume 1. Dude, it is so cool. Like if you like Spawn, Creech, Tent type of vibes, like early 90s art that like between like Joe, myself, Phil, and Chris do, like if you like Capullo or Tony Daniel, like you're gonna love that book. And Mark knocked it out of the park with his writing and creating a story with Chris.
Well, I love the 90s style. Like,
yeah,
that's probably my favorite, and I want it to keep coming back.
We're trying. We're all trying. Like between like my crazy cast of friends, we're trying to fill that void.
Cause yeah, I was digging her magic abilities here.
Yeah, if you think that's great, please check out Ryden Payne 1. Like it's so good.
Oh God, yeah.
Did you get Joe's book, Reaper Destroyer?
I didn't. I wanted to, but I haven't been able to back anything because I've been pouring all of my money into production.
Oh, I know how it goes. Yeah, I know how it goes. I've had to scale back backing friends' books as well because this shit's expensive. Like even though like we raise money on these campaigns, like there's still a lot of money coming out of our pockets to pay people in production. But
yeah.
He'll have extras on his site when he opens that up in the next couple months. But that book is fucking fire. That's great.
Oh God, yeah. And I'm loving the interior work here. I'm loving these colors.
Thank you. Yeah, Dan's killing it. Like, when I first got in touch with Dan, he's like, "So, what type of color palette do you want?" And I'm like, "I want Extreme Studios. I want Kiko Takanashi and Drew." He's like, "I used to work there. That was my first job." I'm like, "Do it." So, but he's awesome. Like, I bust his balls, but he's awesome. He's working on a bunch of pages for me now. And he's so in demand. So trying to lock schedules is hard, but when he delivers, he delivers. And he goes back and redoes the shit too. He's like, "Hey, I just redid this from like last year," and I'm like, "It's so much better." This is after Thomas gets the armor, and I drew this like the night after we looked at Roquefort's Groken 1. And I was trying to do I was trying to do Roquefort like aesthetics, like with the powers. And when I showed Joey, he's like, "Were you trying to do Roquefort?" I'm like, "I was trying." He's like, "Good job." Nice. And then Dan killed it with the colors.
Yeah, it's like they're popping off the page. It's like it looks like a 3-dimensional image.
Yeah, I tried. And that's what's great about being in this atmosphere, or whatever you want to call it. Like, all these inspiring artists, whether it's heavy hitters from Roquefort or up and comers like Joe or Chris or Phil, like, maybe because they're my friends, you just get inspired by what they do, and you put it in your bag of tricks. You're stealing what they're doing, but David Finch said it himself, "We all steal, and as you should." So,
well, hell yeah.
mm-hmm.
I mean, God. Yeah.
Another page.
So, like, do any of his abilities like have specific names, or is it just kind of he goes with the flow?
Well, his suit can transform and like, think like Cyborg from Justice League.
Yeah.
The suit immenses our mana, which is our like essentially essence, and it manifests it where it could do blasters, shields, makes its own like 3D weapons themselves from the powers of it. But it's endless. Again, like, I'm just making a cartoon and a toy in my head. I'm like, what looks cool on the page? I'll figure out a story that goes with it after that. I type down and I'll send it to Kayla, and she's like, "That don't make sense." I'm like, "But it's comic books." But you gotta have fun while you're doing this stuff.
Oh Lord, who is this dude right here?
That's just one of the goons from the bad guys, just kind of like a trooper. And like with those guys, it's cool. You just kind of make them up on the fly. Like he might be down in the book later on. There might be more of them. Like the Crimson Guardsmen. It just depends what I want to draw at the time.
See, that's the mark of a good book, is when back kind of little characters that don't even have names look awesome.
Thank you. Well, they're called Death Reavers. I may have some dumb name.
Yeah, whatever. I wrote it. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. And like that weird thing is his backpack, the backpack to the suit. So the suit, like, did you ever see the movie Splash?
I've heard of it. I have never seen it.
Okay, so it's freaky, but it's cool. So the mermaid chick, like, their names are tones and sounds. So like the armors, all names are sounds clearly, but like we can't pronounce it. And since Thomas/Strees is essentially me, and like I'm a smart ass, and the way I talk, he's like, "I'm just gonna call you Armor. You know what? I'm just gonna call you Arm for short." So that's part of Arm doing what it does while it faces off of a big robot in the first scene to get the MacGuffin at hand.
The MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Ooh, the style on this page looks kind of different.
Just gesturally, just like, so I first started drawing the preview book in like 2019. I put it out in 2021, and then I got really good tips from like guys like Shelley Robertson and other artist buddies of mine to be like, do this, this, and this. And I was just practicing just because of personal circumstances. Like I was taking care of my mother at the time, so I'd be in the hospital, which are just drawing and redrawing the book. So I definitely evolved. So I redrew panels and pages from the first 15 pages of the book, just because I wasn't happy, and just because of the input I got from people. And I suggest everybody put out a preview book because you know you get feedbacks. So slide up in your DMs and then get a preview book.
Oh yeah. I love this kind of tech.
Thank you. Yeah. Just going stupid fun stuff. There's one of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, which.
Oh Lord.
Yes, because Thoth created the armor and most of the stuff in the series that we'll be exploring.
High tech. And the most ancient religion we know of.
Yeah. So, and Dan Kemp just killed it.
My buddy Cole would cream himself over this. He loves old Sumerian mythology.
It's so cool. Like it's like I'll go to bed listen to like different podcasts. Like again, if it's true, cool. If it's not, cool. But like it's cool just to kind of go down that deep rabbit hole of everything where it's like I like it. I do believe in it to a degree. Yeah.
Well, it's awesome just merging the concepts of like, oh, this ancient religion with these gods and all, and then like you've got this super sophisticated technology.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. I'm guessing he can fly.
Yeah, again, like the suit can do wings. It could be blasters. It's just whatever comes to mind that I'm like, I want to draw that, and just hopefully I make it make sense to the best of my abilities.
Well, I mean, he's already beaten Cyborg, so I mean,
yeah.
DC needs to look at. Oh my God, who's this?
That's my character Avanzar. He's kind of like a Cable-ish type of guy. He has this staff that's able to have him time stream, if you will, that he got from. All right, so I have Sasquatches in my book, and that's because I love Harry and the Hendersons. So there's kind of a Harry and the Hendersons meets dinosaurs type of element. So that's his buddy who is deceased.
Okay.
You know, so he's coming back from what happened in the scene one, which we were just kind of going through. So he's going to play a big part in this. And like I said earlier, like I have my Noah's Ark type of deal, and the Ark of the Covenant. Like he's kind of, it's essentially Cable's shit. But that's where Rob probably got that idea as well. So, you know.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'm mesmerized. Like I love the glowing eyes, you know, tinted purple. Like it's got that ominous intensity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, like me, Joe, Mark, we just come from that Image school of cool. You know, so.
Well, we need more cool. There's not enough cool.
Yeah, I believe so. Some more random shots. It's a ship. my that's kind of like my love of Tron. I'm so excited for Ares. I know people are dog shit in it, but I don't care. I'm gonna go with my big ass box of popcorn and check that out.
I didn't even check out the trailer. Like I just kind of wrote off Tron in my head because I was just kind of like, you know, Disney tried to do something different a long time ago.
Yeah. I like Legacy. I watch it a couple times a year. Story's fine, but visually it's so beautiful in the soundtrack. So, again, I'm a little slow, so I'm able to zone out that like a lot of the BS.
Well, you know, I probably pay a little too much attention to the BS, you know.
No.
Now, is this just a trooper, or is
Yeah,
this...
just a random trooper. Just again, just on the drawing board, just like, oh, let's design something cool. And I do like that aesthetic, so we might show him down the line.
backhanding?
Yeah. And it's cool because like I draw my stuff very small, like that layout was probably on a post-it, and then I'll take it to my Cintiq or my iPad and tighten it up.
I'm enjoying the detailing in the armor.
Thank you. Yeah, that it's just whoever I'm kind of inspired by at the time or trying to riff on, whether it be Mickey or Shelby or what Liefeld does. You know, I'm still learning. So it's gonna be ever growing as I go. So.
Oh my lord, what is this?
Yeah, that's a big robot that he has to take care of. So that's it being melted by being blasted away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lord Aramis.
Aramis, yeah, that's my big baddie. I don't know what. Did I take that out? I don't know. Damn. But he's one of the main bad guys in the book that we're going to be dealing with, main antagonist. We're going to find out his reasonings, why he's doing his thing. He believes that he's a descendant of Lord Pakal. He thinks he's like Pakal reborn. So it's again more of that ancient alien lore. So
and of course the Sasquatch.
Yeah, they're called the Paramus. That's funny because like I again, Harry and his Hendersons, and I had a name for them, which was a total ripoff as a kid from like the villains of the Guyver and like what Dale Keown. Oh, there he is. There's Lord Aramis of Zoinoids that Dale Keown created, and then there's a town called a city called Paramus in New Jersey, and when you have like the navigation like back in the day, instead of saying Paramus, it was saying Paramus Road. I'm like, that's so cool. That's who they are now. So, so these are the Paramus with the brain box on, kind of like that whole Dino Riders type of thing that I was mixing it up with, and some. Again, this is just cartoons to me.
So you don't say Sasquatches in this. You say the Sasquatch.
Did I not see? I can't like me and Joe are in special ed, so I can't like I don't know proper grammar. I talk phonetically, I spell phonetically.
See, I thought you were like, I'm gonna be kind of unique, and I'm gonna make the plural of Sasquatch a different, you know, from the regular just Sasquatches.
I'm just an idiot.
So look, you can always just cover it by saying you intended to do that, you know.
No, I'm gonna blame my editor, Mark.
They were gentle species.
Yes. Good
we all know how
put genitile.
We all know how kind and wonderful the Sasquatches are.
Yeah, like with the staffs, like because like it's like they disappear or people see orbs. That's why they got the cool staff. You know, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You know, in my head.
So is that why whenever there's always people who are saying that they've seen Bigfoot, but then there's no evidence because they disappear?
Mm-hmm.
That makes there you go. We're putting the pieces together. A diabetic hero.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So I take it you already hit the 5,000 stretch.
Yeah. We got the 5,000, so everybody's gonna get the 6 a.m. Magnet Estrees. It's on there. I don't know why it's not loading up, but yeah, everybody's gonna be getting that both on Fund My Comic and on Indiegogo. Once we hit that 10K, Jay Doyle of what is his channel called now? Because he keeps changing. Devilish Doyle. He did an awesome piece of Streets. So once we get that 10K, we're gonna make that. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Awesome.
Good old
another
perfect
phenomenal
10.
creator. Yeah, another great creator. You're gonna get a trading card by Jay, colored by Dan Kemp. So
I think that you and Dave should do a crossover of Strees versus Perfect 10.
I would hope so. Like what Dave has been doing is really inspiring. Like, I haven't got his books, but I read them through Mark, and he's just a good old creator. Like he's one of those guys that puts his head down, does the work. You know, he's out there on selling his wares, and I got nothing but love and respect for everything he's doing. So yeah, if I could get a fraction of his success, and love that people are saying, about his stuff, like, yeah, he's the shit. Like he's gonna go on to be one of those guys people need to take. They should be taking note of what he's doing now because it's awesome.
I'm just, you picture the warrior who's got the ancient mythological techno armor,
Yeah,
versus a biologically engineered hot lady.
yeah.
That's
send
what
me that
comics were made
biologically
for.
hot. Yeah, send me that biologically hot lady now, please.
So let's see. We got the perks here. We got the Sean Ahrendt.
There you go. That's
The Sean Ahrendt cover.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Good old $25.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 46-page book, so that's a good deal.
Yeah, 46 pages of story, and then we'll throw some stuff in the back just to flesh it out to make it 50 something.
Yes.
Because this shit's expensive, and you want people to be happy with all their hard-earned money that they pledge to us.
Oh, amen. I mean, yeah, it's been rough these past few years economically.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so you got all the variant covers are the same price.
Oh yeah. But again, not this Saturday, but in 2 Saturdays from now, we're gonna re-up the campaign. I'll put Joe's cover on there. We're gonna put more with the Ultimate 1 tier, which is kind of everything. It's $200, but you're gonna get 8 books. No, yeah, 8 books. A hull foil cover for Con Artist, Volume 3, the art and behind the scenes of Type 1, which you can only get the hull foil there. A commission and 9-card trading cards, so they can really get their bang for the buck. Yeah. This shit ain't expensive. This is expensive, and you want to say thank you the best way you can.
Oh, God bless you. I mean,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I can only handle producing the comics and maybe some stickers. That's my big plan right now.
Right. There's the dream.
But so yeah, you'll be able to get the cover with this picture on it.
Yeah. They'll be there, and then the actual cover that he drew.
Donate a book.
Yeah. So now that's going to be two books. We're going to donate 2 books to a child or children with juvenile diabetes, preteens. As a thank you, we're going to send you a metal trading card, art by Jeff Muth and Duck Bacon. Shout out to Duck Bacon. A metal trading card. That's because Rick Saylor is the shit. So shout out to Rick Saylor. We're going to send you a metal trading card as a thank you. We'll send the kids a paper card because we don't want them throwing around the house like ninjas. But everybody's, So I tried to line that up with JDR for Illinois, so like they don't distribute the books to the kids, so nobody gets mad at me, because I don't want kids being mad at me. I want to be like the cool uncle.
That brings up what I forgot to ask, which is like, who's the intended audience? Like, is it
all ages?
Okay.
Like young. Look, I grew up in reading Marvel comics. Like, there's some deep stories that maybe like a 5 or 6 year old shouldn't be reading, but read it anyway. Kids are reading manga and watching anime, and some of that shit gets pretty exploitive, like with like blood and guts. You know, I was just watching Fist of the North Star last night, and I watched it as a kid. I'm like, should I have been watching that? But I did. You know, like I grew up on Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, so I didn't see anything wrong with that.
And I mean, I'm hearing nowadays there's people who literally will watch like Game of Thrones or Walking Dead with their like little kids, and I'm just like, really? Really?
That would have been normal in my house. Granted, my family's from the Bronx. And they were kind of lopsided, but you know, I don't know, man. Like I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak. But again, kids are reading manga and watching anime, and
yeah, and I mean, Dragon Ball. Even though Dragon Ball was kind of lighthearted for most of it, I think like once it got to Z, there were some pretty dark moments. Like I remember Frieza. You know, Frieza kills little kid Namekians, and you see it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, sketch. We got sketch cards.
Well, this is a original sketch. Essentially, you're buying a sketch and getting a free comic.
Okay.
Yeah, like something I would do at a convention.
Yeah.
So, you get a bus shot.
Nice. Got the 4-pack. Get every cover.
Yep. Of the standard covers. Like, we're going to do line art editions of mine and Joe's. I'm going to do a pencil edition of Joe's because the pencils were just so beautiful. And if I can, with the printer, try to make them, for the inks, be embossed so you can feel the textures of the inks. Like, I did a preview book, and I did Phil and Chris's, and those came out to be embossed. I'm like, oh my god, these are awesome. So you get to feel like their textures and their noodles, and it's really a cool feature. So I don't want to redo that with the full book for their two. So I'll do that with me and Joey's.
Are you gonna do a sketch of Joe's face?
Should. Yeah, I love making money off of my friends.
That's what friends are for.
Right? Yeah.
And what is the ultimate one?
So the ultimate one tier is, as of now, it's all four covers, the commission, the sketch, the 9-card trading cards. So in 2 weeks, we're going to update it where you get all 4. You'll get the ultimate. You'll get Carbonara's Volume 3, the holofoil cover, which you can only get there. We'll add a standard cover on its own tier in 2 weeks. You'll get mine and Joe's inked line art variants, and then you'll get the pencils version of Joe's cover. So you're getting like 8 or 9 books. You're getting like 7 of the same book, but then its own holofoil for the making of, behind the scenes type of deal.
Oh wow!
So, and then you get the commission and the 9-card trading card set. And the 9 cards is an add-on, but like I don't really push that. So mostly it's just on here where people are getting 9-card trading card set. So you know, for $200 is a lot of money, and I just want to say thank you and do my best to kind of make sure everybody's, you know,
I mean,
getting for what they're worth, which I think it's gone a little overboard on my behalf, but.
I mean, yeah, I would say, yeah, you're giving people more bang for their buck, like way more.
Yeah, so I'm an idiot, but I don't know. You live once, right?
You're the good kind of idiot. You're not the bad kind.
I hope so.
Oh lordy! So yeah, I mean, if all of that is not enough incentive to get people to back this, I don't know what is wrong with them.
Yeah, I don't know either. I keep yelling at people, which is probably my problem. Like, don't yell at people. Buy my book.
I tell people that, you know, backing my book, you know, will help save the world. It will solve all their problems.
Okay.
It'll heal their relationships. It'll fix global politics, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
It's a fact.
So where are you in production right now?
Okay, so I have about 11 or 12 pages to finish on my end, the drawing wise. Dan has over 20, but he's getting there. I put my dick on the table. I'm like, we need to get this book to the printers by July. So I'm getting about a page done a week. So I've had some hurdles, like personal stuff within like family, but that's life. And everybody's cool and understanding. But I'm hoping to get the book out to everybody's hands realistically end of the summer, early fall, depending on shipping and whatever is going on with China and
Oh yeah.
So, but everybody's been cool, like just tell them what's up on the shows, and everybody's understanding. Like, it will be a year late, but I feel it's gonna be worth it. And like, me and Joe got the coolest like chat members where people are like, yeah, it's your first book, it's not
Oh
4
yeah,
years
no,
late.
I mean,
So
I think that's fairly normal in the indie comic space, just because it's like, number one, like, I learned working in film and working in comics, it's like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Like, there's gonna be a hiccup somewhere in the process. Like, it's just how it all goes. So it's like, I think it's expected, and I think as long as you're keeping people informed, it's not a problem.
Yeah, and like, we're going back, like Joe and I have talked about, like, we think alike, and it's like this writing for a condensed trade thing, like, isn't our bag of tea. So it's an oversized issue 1. Like, issue 2 will probably be anywhere from like 20 to 24 pages most, because we want to make floppy comics and get the books out quicker and sooner to our fans and backers. So it's gonna be a standard comic size issue 2 going forward for Type 1 and Reaper Destroyer.
Are we ever going to see Reaper Destroyer with Type 1? Like, are we ever going to see them in a comic together?
Down the line, yeah. Like, that's one of our dreams as a brotherhood, as a creators. We'll make it happen one way or another. We'll get there. But we gotta get the fan base to want it at first. But everybody's cool. They're like, is this gonna happen? They're like, do they live in the same world? We're like, yes, but no. So we give them that for now. But yeah, it'll happen. Like, yeah, it'll definitely happen.
I'm just big on, I like crossovers.
Us too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, y'all really need to back this book. It is freaking awesome. Type 1, there can only be one.
Yes.
And yeah, it sounds like you got a great game plan going, and I think I mean, well, you've already done well, so I think there's a good future ahead for Type 1. Lordy. So yeah, we are getting to about the hour mark, which is usually where I like to call it, because my battery runs out quick.
I hear that. Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Really quick, I just have to do my own little shameless plug, because we are going to be launching Outlaw Nights issue 2 on May 1st.
Nice.
So I've been working to build up the email list, and I've been trying to get the word out as much as possible. And let me just share really, really quick. Yeah, so yeah, we got Genesis of a Renegade Part 2 coming out. We got awesome new artwork from Juanito Arquaris.
He's so talented.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we got colors by a relatively new colorist from Australia who goes by the moniker Igika Commissions.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, we got some good stuff coming. We are pretty much done with the book. We are on, I just sent the last 2 pages to the colorist today.
Nice.
So we're going to be ready to go. We don't have to have a crazy big goal like we've had before. So it's pretty much going to be like, you back the book. By the end of the campaign, we're sending them out.
Oof.
Yes, indeed. And let me just play my little,
Hell yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for coming on, man. It has
Thank
been
you for having me.
fun. I'd love to have you come back on sometime just to, chat, shoot the
I'm with
shit.
it. Yeah, I'm with it. Just hit me up. I think we're gonna have you on the 17th for on stuff. That should be a
Yes.
good time. All right, yeah.
Absolutely. And where can everybody find you?
Sean Ahrendt across the board on all social media. Mondays, the Spawn Review Show on Joe's channel. Wednesdays on Mark Polton's channel, Revolution. That's at 7. And then art and stuff mainly Thursdays on Joe's channel at 8 p.m. Next week, I believe we have Dan Chichester of Daredevil fame. He's going to be returning, and we're just going to talk writing and kicking it and all the good stuff.
Oh, God. Yeah, man. Well, I am of course, your host, Ben, aka the Fusebox. You can find me on Twitter at Fusebox7. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Nights. And you can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, Fuselier. If you like anything we had to say, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And hell, if you didn't like anything we had to say, go ahead and hit the dislike button, because whether you love us or hate us, it doesn't matter. It feeds us.
Ooh.
It gives us energy.
I like that.
Thank you so much for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen, and we will talk to you all later.